Let us use math, logic, to examine the myth that the indigenous people, the Moors of North, Central, and South America, now branded Black, Negro, Colored, Afro, etc., were shipped from what the masses know as Africa to what they know as the Americas. In questioning their own writings, how could the European colonists, reconstructors of history who shipped over 125 million of Moors, now labeled as Black, Negro, Colored, Afro, etc., from what the masses know as Africa to what the masses know as North America, when they didn't even know how to grow their own crops? They would have starved to death if the Moors have not fed them and subsequently taught them how to grow crops. Did the European colonists, reconstructors of history, and Asiatic historians, anthropologists, and sociologists who followed their teachings write that the Peregrinos, or pilgrims, were so skilled in navigation to the point that they were able to sail over 125 million Moors from East Amexem, which is East Africa, to North America, Northwest Africa? Keep in mind that these same Peregrinos did not know how to grow their own crops. If so, what were the names of the schools where the English or Angles learned navigations during the 1600s and 1700s? If so, what were the names of the schools where the English learned navigation during the 1600s and 1700s? The knowledge of astrology is needed to successfully navigate ships, for the stars and the moon are used as guides. What were the names of the professors and artisans who taught geometry, cartography, biology, chemistry, physics, shipbuilding, sailing, carpentry, smelting, at the schools in England during the 1600s and 1700s? And who taught them? Okay. What were the names of the schools in England during the 1600s and 1700s that taught shipbuilding, carpentry, water purification, forestry, and smelting? What were the names of the multiple highly sophisticated lumber mills, iron mills, forestries in England during the 1600s and 1700s? What were the names of the companies that made the sails in England during the 1600s and 1700s? What were the names of the cloth mills that supplied the cloth to the companies that made the sails in England during the 1600s and 1700s? What were the names of the supporting industries in England during the 1600s and 1700s? Remember, many unrelated industries and technologies need to come together in order to accomplish the task of sailing over 125 million Moors on ships. What were the names of the food growth and preservation industry in England? Food is needed to maintain the health and strength of the crew and the slaves. What were the names of the food storage industries in England? What were the names of the industries that built water purification systems to supply fresh water for the ships? The crew and the slaves would have dehydrated rapidly if they drank salt water. How many ships did the European colonists, reconstructors of history, use during the Middle Passage? What were the names of the ships? How many slaves did each ship hold? Where did the slaves urinate and defecate? How many months did it take the European colonists, reconstructors of history, to complete a voyage? What was the distance the European colonists, reconstructors of history, traveled? Where did the European colonists, reconstructors of history, store the Moors labeled Black, Negro, Colored, Afro once they set ashore the Americas? Why were secret societies set up? Eastern Star, Prince Hall, Knights of Templar, Rosicrucian Order, Odd Fellow. What secrets are preserved and taught in these secret societies? Could the secrets be the true history of the Moors, now branded Black, Negro, Colored, Afro, Indian, West Indian, Hispanic, Latino? Why keep secrets? What evidence, proof do the European colonists, reconstructors of history, and the Asiatic scholars who follow the teachings have to support the myth that the Moors, now branded Black, Negro, Colored, Afro, were brought in the hulls of ships from what the masses know as Africa to what the masses know as the Americas? Have you ever thought about these compelling questions? Remember, let us use math, logic to examine these compelling questions. Remember, major older documentations and artifacts, letters, treaties, maps, calendars, pictures, sculptures, paintings, encyclopedias, dictionaries, almanacs have not been exposed to the masses. Have you ever wondered why they have not been exposed to the general public? Have you ever wondered what information has been kept from the general public? Have you ever wondered who possessed the older documentations and artifacts? Gotta think about this, people. Gotta think about this.